Good morning, Pete Cohen here. It's day 4. Having an issue connecting on Instagram, but we love issues, right? Because issues give us an opportunity to ask questions. We're live on Instagram. Good morning, Instagrammers. You guys rock. Who rocks more, Instagrammers or Facebookers? Let's make it happen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I don't sleep very much, it really can bring out the best in me. But I would not encourage that as a recipe for success, because basically I've just not slept. Came back home yesterday from being in London to a very, very hot house, and it was hotter in the house than outside. I spent quite a bit of the night outside, just sitting outside, thinking, reflecting, doing one of the things I love to do, which is I ask great questions. Why am I who I am today? Because I ask myself some really, really good questions all the time, every single day. And your life can massively change simply by the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. And if you're not fired up by that, I don't know, what can. I'm always looking for solutions. And I don't know about you, but I'm here to be someone who encourages you to be the very best that you can be. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Happy, beautiful day. If you haven't shared this, please share this. This information needs to get out to the world. This is day 4 on how questions can change your life, the most powerful questions you'll ever ask yourself in the whole world. And one of the things I was thinking about, I had a massive epiphany again last night about how we change the world. And look, we can change the world by giving people clean water. We can change the world by sorting out peace and conflict. We can improve global ethics. We can look at global warming, but we also can massively change the world by our capacity to decide. Write that down, my friends. Please write that down. The capacity to decide. That is what shapes the world. I must take one more sip of my coffee because this has definitely kept me going this morning. Our capacity to decide. I have to do a little bit of a recap because it's a massive week. This is information. If you think about all the things that have saved the world, all the decisions that have been made, the difference between you and someone like John F. Kennedy, or the difference between you and someone like Martin Luther King. I mean, look, I grew up loving America, right? I just, as a child, everything I wanted to do was American. Now, regardless of what you think of America, America has done incredible things, just like Britain has done American things. American things? Yeah, just like Britain has done amazing things. All these, many countries have done great things, mainly because there were leaders that started asking great questions, like what do we need to do? How are we going to become great? And where there are great questions, people follow. But one of the things we talk about a lot on My 365 is you becoming the follower in your own life. You following you leading yourself to a place that you want to go. Now, John F. Kennedy asked an amazing question. I don't know how many of you know this, but he said, don't ask what your country, what America can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. And that was a massive shift for people. It was like a 360. And can you imagine how many minds that must have changed? That people rose up and thought, I am going to do something for my country, as opposed to expecting my country to do something for me. And we have people all over the world. We have a lot in this country, I can tell you, who want everything to be done for them, who expect people who have been taught how to think. So people stop asking questions. The difference between you and anyone who is successful, look at Martin Luther King. What questions do you think he asked? How can we have equality in a non-violent way? Can you imagine? And getting other people to start asking those questions, even though people were being beaten, and even though it wasn't an easy path to take, but what made the path easier is asking the questions which brought about the conviction in people to do great things. The difference between you and the difference between somebody else is simply the quality. The quality, write it down, the quality. If you like something to eat, you want quality, right? You don't want something just mass produced. The quality of something makes it so much better. The quality of your life is going to transform by the questions that you ask. And if you're here now because you asked yourself a great question that brought you to this broadcast this morning. If you look at the amount of people that were watching this on Monday compared to the amount of people that are watching this now, it's all to do with the quality of questions that you ask yourself. Because you value this, you're probably here with a pen and paper in your hand, and you're going to work on yourself because you value yourself. Does this ring true to you? You see, I'm getting better. This is the thing. I'm getting better because I ask myself great questions. So here's a great question. We talk about the two types of questions that you can ask yourself. And this is powerful stuff, guys. This is really powerful stuff. So when we talk about remember the and then we talk about, the duck. This is the duck in your head. You can have duck questions. Duck questions are critical questions. When you criticize yourself, when you ask what we call My 365 questions, these are questions that are based of learning. My 365ers, they want to learn. They are curious, right? This mind is critical. This mind is judgmental, right? Do you get it? And you can and it's all about questions. We're asking ourselves questions all the time. This is so important. Your life will transform by asking simple questions. So I posted a question yesterday. I don't know how many of you saw it, which was, I can't even remember what the question was, but I was going to pose another question today about what have you learned today? I was with my coach yesterday, Tim Dingle, as we've launched Our 365. Our 365 is for organizations, businesses, to help everyone start working together, taking the principles of My 365 that you have all helped create, you guys showing up. The reason we're doing this is because we've helped change people's lives. We think to ourselves, what could we talk about this week that people could use that could change their lives? So I was with Tim yesterday, and Tim Dingle is a massive, massive fan of questions, the questions we ask ourselves. I dare you to start asking yourself questions and realize that when you're asking, you could say these questions are destructive. You could say these questions are unproductive. In most cases, they're not. The quality of your life simply comes down between the quality of the questions that you ask. Just excuse me because I'm a bit hyper. I've not slept, but I'm excited. And I ask all of you, every single day, if you want to know about our 365, just email us at info@my365.me. We can give you some information about that. So it's all about the questions. So what is thinking? You think about what is thinking. Thinking is asking questions. But many of us, we're only aware of the feeling that we have. So listen to this. This is so ridiculously, massively powerful. Tell me right now, anyone write down any feelings they have that they don't want? Right? So feelings of worry, fear, doubt, frustration, depression, sadness, worry, anxiety. Can you think of all the emotions? Now, most of us are aware of when we're feeling that, yes? But if you step back and you become more aware of what was the questions that I must have asked myself for me to feel this way. And this is why we talk about this a lot. Because, listen, we're all on a journey together. I'm on a journey together with you, and there's a whole lot of other My 365ers. We are all on this journey together as we learn every day. Write this question down. What did I learn today? What did I learn today? That's what Tim said to me. He looked at me and my colleague Mark, and he said, what's one new discipline you're going to take on every day? And I thought about it. He goes, no, come on, quicker. And then I said at the end of the day to write down, what did I learn today? What did I learn today? Isn't that a powerful question? How did I get better today was the question that I posted. So look, this in the My 365, that is you. This is you, and your life matters. And your life is going to change so much by the questions that you ask yourself. What questions are you asking yourself? And if you say it with a curious mind, M stands for mind, your mind. M stands for monitoring. You're monitoring the big M that's looking down on you. This is what coaching is. I'm looking down on you to help and support you so you move through the world in better ways. But I'm asking you, which many of you have done this, of taking on the role of coaching yourself, because coaching is asking questions. So I'm going to ask you the question, how could you make today better than yesterday? Wow, that's a big question, right? How could you make today better than yesterday? What could you learn today? What is it that by the end of the day, if you did it, you'd feel really proud of yourself? Questions shape everything. Many of us in life make statements to people. We should really minimize statements, and we should be more into asking questions. How can I help you? What can I do for you? What can I give you? What can I get you? Isn't this crazy? Who's inspired right now? You see, children ask questions. Why do they ask questions? Two reasons. They're curious and they're frightened. They don't understand. So that when you explain something, they go, oh, okay, then they get it. But we've taught that out of people. We've taught people how to think rather than showing people that they have a choice of what they think. So this is what I wrote down this morning. When do you feel the way you do? So whenever you feel the way that you do, it's because of the questions you're asking yourself. So listen to what you're saying to yourself. Become more aware of what you're saying to yourself. Let the M in you, the monitor, the mind in you start to observe. The key is to observe. This here is about observing. Observing the I, observing you. Now, you can be critical, the duck mind that we all have. Why do you think I've got so many ducks here? But the duck in my mind, when it asks me stupid questions, it asks me stupid questions so that I can take control and ask myself a better quality set question. Because the duck is going to ask you a critical question, a judging question, rather than everyone make this sound. You ready? Who's ready to make a couple of sounds? Ready? Everyone make that sound. Go on. Now everyone make this sound. Ah. Everyone make that sound. Ah. Now make this sound. Ah. Make those sounds. So just be curious. Make that sound today. Everyone today, make that sound. When they realize that they're not feeling in a particular way or they find themselves responding in a way, be curious, be curious, be curious. I'm interested. Don't take yourself too seriously. Many of us have developed terminal seriousness rather than the curiousness. Take your seriousness and make it into curiousness, because the best is yet to come. Say it with me. The best is yet to come. Say it with me. The best is yet to come. Even better. The best is yet to come. Say it with me. Come on. The best is yet to come. Or as my good friend Mark would say, let's smash the box. Let's smash the box and ask a better quality question. Yes? This is powerful stuff. Let me just want to make sure. So Albert Einstein, if you look at Einstein, who obviously did some pretty cool things, it was all about the questions that he asked himself. How do we know what he asked the question? How do we know what time is? How do we see what's on the clock? And then he asked the question, what if? He was one of these people that asked the what if. What if I did this? What if I exercised today? What if I meditated? What if I ate better today? What would the consequence of that be? What would I get out of this? What would it give me? What would it do for me? Can you not see that so many people's lives would change if they know how to use this information? The problem with this information is just too easy. It's too simple. But you can do it. 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 You know you can do it. That's why you're here. That's why you're here today watching this, because you know the best is yet to come. You know that you have more to you than meets the eye. You know it. I know it. We all know it. It's just, what are we going to do about it? Let's ask better quality questions and let's take our lives to a whole new level. You love that, JF Kennedy. What a great man he must have been to ask that question. Don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Imagine if everyone that had that attitude. People would go out and get a job. People would find a way to make things work. We've created a world where people just don't have to do anything, in this country anyway. People can sit back and not strive for anything. What are you striving for? What's important to you? What is important to you? What's wildly important to you? Making a difference, being an example? What is wildly important to you? You make a difference. You're here today and you're gone tomorrow. So between the time of here and gone tomorrow, what are you going to do? What mark are you going to leave on the world? What mark are you going to leave today? What imprints will you make in your life and other people's lives? I don't know about you, but I think I've said enough. What do you reckon? What if? What if? What if? Let's not look for problems. Let's look for opportunities, right? There's the cat. Good morning, Vespi. Go on, open the door, Vespa. Go on, open the door. Yeah! She found a way. She found a way. She found a way. Anyone, how's everyone feeling right now? How's everyone feeling? Thank you so much for all of you that, showing up. Thank you, all of you that are sharing what we're putting out. Thank you to all of you that encourage other people that are My365ers. This journey that you are taking is a challenging one because it's about you facing yourself and realizing, why am I the way that I am? Because of the questions that you ask yourself. How could you change that? Ask better quality questions. So I posted something yesterday about, or the day before, about questions that you ask yourself. How about today you start looking at, what questions could I ask myself to bring out the best in me? Guys, how could you have a happy, beautiful day? Hey, how could you? How could you have a My365 day? By taking care of yourself. Yeah. Don't ask what your body can do for you, but what can you do for your body? Eddie McElvoy, that is genius. Can you just hear what he just said there? You see, he took an idea that Martin Luther King had. He had an idea. It's just an idea, and he's just taken it to ask a stupidly ridiculous, amazing question. Don't ask what your body can do for you. Ask what you can do for your body. I'm going to take that idea. Don't ask what your mind can do for you, but what can you do for your mind? That's part of the reason I drink this coffee with coconut oil in it. Coconut oil is a great thing you can do for your brain. Meditation is a great thing to do for your brain. Great thing you can do for your brain is ask yourself great questions. Guys, look at that. Brilliant, Eddie. Can you see how amazing ideas that other people are going to take that idea and run with it? Can you believe how many people's lives are going to be impacted because Eddie came up with an idea? Well, it wasn't his idea. It was John F. Kennedy's idea. And it probably wasn't even his idea. It was probably someone else's idea that someone told him, because we all need each other. This is a revolution of our time. People coming together and going, I'm going to change. How am I going to change? Ask myself questions. Now, here's a question to finish today, because we need to do a summary. Thank you very much, Instagrammers. Love you, Instagrammers. Edgar is here in Dubai. Edgar, you're brilliant. Miss you, my friend. I'm just going to end this. I'm going to do a quick summary. Goodbye, Instagrammers. Who wants a summary? Quick summary. I know I've been talking a lot today, but when you haven't had any sleep and you're hyper, why not? Why not? You ready? Here we go for the summary. So this is day 4. This is such a powerful day. One of the things I talked about today was what John F. Kennedy said. John F. Kennedy said, don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And then the great Eddie McElvoy in Scotland just said, he took that idea and he's taken it and thought, don't ask what you can do for your body. Don't ask what your body can do for you, but ask what you can do for your body. The reason we feel what we feel on a day-to-day basis is because of the questions that we ask ourselves. If you want to change your life and change your world, ask yourself better quality questions. The questions you ask can take you down a road of being a critic, being a judger in your own life, or you can develop the learning mindset. The learning mindset is, what can I learn today? How can I be better today? What can I do that's going to make a difference? Guys, the best is yet to come. We'll see you tomorrow for a summary of the whole week. Thank you for watching. Much love to you all. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. What have you learned from today? What are you going to take from today? Share it, put it out there, write it, make a video, whatever you need to do. Because, sorry, what did you say? Did you just say the best is yet to come? I think you did, didn't you? Much love. We'll see you tomorrow.